Hey guys, what's up? It's all about Mike 18 here with my discussion video for the season 3 finale of by far my favorite show on TV, the best show on TV, The Walking Dead. Guys, you know what? It pains me to say this. It's going to kill me to say this, but season 3 is done. Season 3 is over. I am really sad. I have to wait until October to get a new season of The Walking Dead, and I am such a diehard fan of this show. I mean, it's not even funny. I mean, I haven't even read the comics or anything like that. I mean, I've just been watching the show, and I can't get it out of my head, and it's so addicting. It's so good, and now I have to wait till October for a new season. I don't know what I'm going to do on Sunday nights at 9. I'm going to have to find a new hobby. Sunday nights at 9, I'm going to have to find a new show. I'm going to have to find something to do with my time because The Walking Dead is over, and I'm really mad about that, but you know what, it'll come back in September, and I just have to wait. There's nothing I can do about it, but I want more. I think the season went by way too quick, and I'm really sad about that. I wanted to cry last night. I did. I didn't though, but I wanted to. Anyway, guys, really quickly, quality of the video. I apologize. I know it's different. I usually film with my HD camera and usually can't see my face. My face isn't this close to the camera. I'm not using my camera today, guys. Obviously, I'm using my laptop's webcam. Reason being, my tripod broke. Yes, I bought a really cheap tripod for like 20 bucks. That's why it broke, apparently. And I have to get a new one. I'm probably going to get one tomorrow. And that is my new priority. I have to get one because without it, it's a pain in the butt to film some YouTube videos. So guys, I'm sorry for using my webcam, but I have to right now. So guys, I'm going to talk about the finale in this video. Of course, I'm going to spoil the hell out of it. So if you have not seen it, just don't even watch this video, please. I mean, I was watching the finale last night, and I was updating my Facebook status about what was going on, and someone who couldn't watch the finale till later on commented on my status in a nice way. Please stop posting spoilers about the show. I can't watch it until later on, or however she said it. And I was saying to myself, okay, fine, I respect that, but what are you doing on Facebook? Get off of Facebook. You know it's a danger zone for The Walking Dead, especially if you have friends that love it. So, that didn't make any sense to me. But anyway, guys, no, obviously spoilers in this video. I'm gonna spoil the whole entire thing. So if you don't want to watch because of spoilers, don't watch. I'm sorry. Now I'm just gonna talk about the episode. I'm not gonna talk about season 3 as a whole. Now a lot of people are surprisingly disappointed with this episode. I can understand why they're disappointed. A lot of people have even been calling this episode the worst of the season and one of the worst of the whole entire series. Now, I think that's a bit extreme. If an episode didn't end the way you wanted it to end and you're calling it the worst episode of the series, I mean, that just doesn't make sense to me. I think that's, I don't agree with that. I mean, just because it didn't end the way you wanted it to end, it should not be the worst episode. It was still a really great episode. In my opinion, was this a good episode? I enjoyed it. Was it a good finale? Maybe. Probably was a good finale. Did I have problems with it? Yes, I did have a few problems with it. Did it end differently? Yes. I'm not mad at that, though. I will live with that. So, guys, I will talk about the episode. I'm just going to talk about the things I liked and did not like about the Season 3 finale, which was titled Welcome to the Tombs. It was the 16th episode. And getting into things I liked and did not like. First things, I'll talk about the things I liked. Now, this is probably the biggest thing I'm glad that the writers decided to do for the episode. Everyone wanted to see the governor go down tonight. I was watching the episode with family. I think both of the family members I was watching the episode with, they both wanted the governor to go down. I did not want to see the governor die in the episode. I was so happy they kept him alive. I mean, would I have been mad if they would have killed him off? No, because he really is a sick antagonist, and he does need to die, but I didn't want to see him die yet. I wanted them to keep him alive for Season 4, because if they kill off the governor, then who are you going to have as a main antagonist for the next season? I don't know, I didn't read the comics, so But I wanted the governor to come back. I still wanted this conflict going on between Rick and the governor. I mean, I love it. And I want to see them face off. They did not face off one time in the finale. We just saw them meet that one time in that one episode. But I want to see them actually face off. And I knew that they could not kill the governor off after the governor left the prison with the Woodbury army. After they retreated, basically. I knew they couldn't kill him off. However, after what he did to his Woodbury army, he kills the whole entire army, by the way, guys. He just kills them. Shoots them all, except for Martinez and one other guy. He kills Alan, that guy from Tyrese's group, and the governor rides off with Martinez and that other guy. I think his name is Bowman. The Bowman, I don't know his name. And I was so glad that they kept the governor alive. I really was. I cannot wait to see him back for Season 4. I think he's a great antagonist, even though he's a complete sociopath. He is. He's as crazy as they come. He's beyond help, but I'm glad they kept him. However, the thing I was mad about with the governor, I was really pissed that they did not show the final shot of the governor that we see is him driving off with Martinez and the other guy, and that's it. They do not show the governor anymore for the end of the episode, and that's like midway towards the end of the episode, and I was really mad. Throughout the rest of the episode, all I wanted to know is, where is the governor? And we do not know. I guess that's cool. We have no clue where he is. We'll find out, obviously, in Season 4. But I was mad about that. I wanted to know where he is. I wanted a scene showing where he went. We have no clue, where he's hiding out now. If he's going to get a new army, obviously we'll find out about that. But now we got to wait for that, and that was one thing that did bother me. I wanted to know where the governor went. Other things. The prison raid. The raid on the prison. Oh, man. I thought it was going to be so intense and so big and full of really cool kills and action, and it really wasn't. I mean, it was in the beginning. I was really impressed with it in the beginning. I mean, the governor gets his whole Woodbury army of like 30 guys, and they storm the prison. They shoot down Martinez shoots down the watchtowers with freaking grenade launchers, and I thought that was so cool. They're picking off walkers. That Bowman guy is on this machine gun emplacement, and he's just picking off walkers. And they get into the prison, and they're searching around the prison. And the group, I thought they would leave. I'm glad they didn't leave. And they end up retreating after going deep into the tombs of the prison. And the alarms go off, and they encounter walkers, and that makes them retreat. Okay, I guess I can understand that. But then they run outside, and then Glenn and Maggie are they're wearing like body armor, and they're the only two that are firing at the governor and his men. And they get back in the trucks, and they retreat. At that point, I said, is this army that weak? I mean, I was really disappointed that they retreated. They could have easily taken down Glenn and Maggie, in my opinion. I mean, Rick and Daryl weren't even there firing at them. I mean, Michonne wasn't even firing at them. I mean, it's just Glenn and Maggie, and they retreated, and I was really upset about that. I was like, that made the army look horribly weak. I mean, I know the army was composed of most of the citizens of Woodbury, but I mean, the governor wanted to stay and fight, but they ended up all retreating, and then the governor ended up killing them all, and I was disappointed that they retreated. I seriously thought they could have took on Glenn and Maggie when they got outside. That's when they decided to retreat. So, disappointed about that, but the beginning raid on the prison was cool. Did I want to see the governor and Rick clash and meet in the finale? Of course. But since the governor is still alive, obviously they will meet and clash and fight in Season 4, which is great. You know what? I'll just wait till Season 4. That's fine. As long as the governor's not dead. As long as someone, a character that I want to kill him, does kill him, that's fine. But yeah, that was a complaint I had. I thought the Woodbury army was weak in the end. Another thing I liked. Carl. He was hiding out near the prison. This teenage kid runs by him. He's going to hand over his gun. He's with the Woodbury army, and Carl does not trust him, shoots him, kills him. Now, that was a big thing last night. Apparently, people were happy he did it, and some people were saying, nope, Carl, he was giving himself in. He was not going to shoot, and you ended up killing him anyway. You killed an innocent kid or whatever. Would I agree with Carl? Yes, I would. I am glad the writers had him do that, and I think Carl I have really grown to like Carl. Season 2, I really started to hate the kid, and now Season 3, I thought he was great in this season, and I am glad he killed down that kid. You cannot trust anyone in this world. That is the thing that the writers are trying to show. And Carl, he is not going to let, he is not going to let anyone else in his group die. He was protecting his group, in my opinion, and I believe he even said that. And by killing that kid, even though he did kill a life, I think that he did the right thing. That kid, I mean, he could have easily tried to fire at Carl or Herschel or Beth, who were in that scene when he was giving over his gun. I think Carl did the right thing. I'm glad he did it, and I definitely think that was the right choice. I mean, you cannot take any chances. And first off, that kid was with the Woodbury army, so he was trying to kill the prison group anyway, so there's that. I think if Rick was in that scene, I think he would have probably done it too. I'm not sure. Maybe he wouldn't have because it was a kid. But Carl did it. It wasn't a young kid. It was like a teenager. But I'm glad Carl did it. And I'm really impressed with him. A few other things I liked about the episode. I'm glad Tyrese's group finally joined Rick's group. How do I feel about the rest of the elderly and the other citizens in Woodbury joining Rick's group in the end of the episode? I mean, these people really can't fight, so, I mean, they really didn't get any new people to fight the governor, but I don't know how they're going to fight the governor. I mean, the governor has him, Martinez, and that other guy left, so, I mean, the governor's really screwed now. I mean, he needs to get an army. I mean, he's not going to get any army. There's no one else out there, I guess, unless he stumbles across a group. I don't know. It's all speculation right now, but, what was I saying about the Woodbury group joining the prison? I guess I was happy about that. I mean, I'm glad they do now have a bigger group, and they all obviously know how twisted and evil the governor is after after they find out that the governor killed the entire Woodbury army. And I'm glad that they joined the group. I don't really know what to think about that. The ending had more of a happy ending. Instead of like a sad or like a really intense ending, which is the ending I wanted. But I guess that's okay. I mean, we still do have the 4th season, so I just wish that some fighters, that could be, strong members of Rick's group that could fight against the governor joined Rick's group in the end. But I don't know, I guess it was just mostly elderly and kids, so I don't know, we'll wait and see. Maybe there are a couple fighters in that group. I'm not sure. We'll see. We do have Tyreese and Sasha finally with Rick's group. I'm so glad about that. I wanted to see him join Rick's group. I want to see more of him. We better see more Tyreese. I mean, he seems like a really badass character, and I want to see more of him in Season 4, excuse me. A few other things I guess I liked. I really wanted to see Daryl and Rick and even Michonne kill off some of the Woodbury army, even though the governor ended up killing them all. I don't know. We'll see that in Season 4, I hope. I guess some other things I liked. Okay, getting into a few things I didn't like. Andrea. That is another big thing I have to talk about. That was a big part of the episode. Andrea does die in the episode. Now, I know everybody absolutely hated Andrea this season. I mean, I don't know why. I understand why. Did I hate Andrea? No, I did not hate Andrea. She wasn't one of my favorite characters. Do I think she made a lot of stupid moves in this season? Absolutely. I mean, there were so many chances she had to join Rick's group and to turn against the governor. She didn't, and that is why she is dead now. That is why she's dead. Yeah, Andrea did die. I did not see that coming. I'm glad that they killed off an unexpected character. I did not. That was very unexpected for me. I never thought Andrea was going to die because I heard she lived in the comics. So that is why I did not see Andrea's death coming. And I guess I'm glad that they did kill off an unexpected character. I mean, if they kill off someone from Rick's group, which they will eventually, like Rick, Glenn, Maggie, Daryl, of course, Michonne, even, Herschel, Carl, if they kill off one of those characters, I'm going to be real upset because I've grown so close to them. But Andrea, I guess I grew further apart from her because she was with Woodbury, even though she was still she wanted to be with Rick and his group. But when she died, it never really, it didn't make me that sad. I mean, of course, I'm sad that Andrea is gone, But, you know, if it was someone else, that would have been even more sad. But Andrea dying, of course, it's going to be different without Andrea on the show. I mean, I still would love to have her, but I mean, I think that she really messed up a lot this season. She was in a tough situation in the end, and it got to her. But you know what? If she would have killed the governor that one night when she was alone with him in the room, she had the knife, he was sleeping, half of this wouldn't have happened, and she would still be alive right now. So, Andrea, you know what? You ended up killing yourself in the end. You had 2 chances, I believe, to kill the governor, and you didn't. And you probably had even more chances to kill the governor, and you did make a few stupid decisions. You should have stood with the Rick's group when you visited them in that one episode, I Ain't a Judas, and that's probably why you're dead. And a complaint about Andrea's death, the way she went out. The governor stabs Milton several times, leaves him for dead, locked up in a room with Andrea strapped to a chair, which I think is very sick, but also very creative, if you ask me. And Milton will die and turn into a walker, and then he will obviously attack Andrea. So that is what the governor intended to do with that. And Andrea had a pair of pliers that she had to get herself out of the chair because she was like handcuffed to the chair or whatever. And then the Milton turns and he goes after Andrea. Andrea frees one hand and she's trying to free the other hand, and Milton is literally walking to her. And then the camera shows the door and like a scream or something, and then like a thud, some body hit the floor. So we know Milton dies, but in the end, Rick, Michonne, and Tyreese and Daryl find that room where the governor was holding Andrea. They open it up, they find Andrea bitten, and I said to myself, no. Andrea could have easily gotten out of that situation. She had gotten out of so many other tough situations in the season, and I said, that is what killed Andrea? Really? I was disappointed with that. I said, no way. Andrea could have gotten out of that easily. If she hadn't been talking to Milton for half the time as he was dying, she should have just made her main priority getting out of the freaking chair. And she's talking to Milton, and I understand that. She's developing her character and all, but that is why she's dead. She could have gotten out of that. She could have stabbed the walker with that one hand that she had free with the pliers. She could have kicked him even. Her legs were free, I think. I don't know if they were taped. I don't think they were. No, they weren't, because she was using her legs to get the pliers. I mean, I thought that was really... No, she could have gotten out of that. The writers, I think, just wanted Andrea to die because half of the people that were watching The Walking Dead hated her, and they're just like, you know, we just got to get her off the show. We got to get her off, and yeah, that's why they did that. So I think I covered everything I wanted to talk about, guys. I think I talked about everything I wanted to talk about with the finale. Another thing I was sad about, really quickly. You guys all know how Merle died in the last episode. I was disappointed they did not. I mean, they mentioned Merle. Daryl mentioned Merle. They did not talk about Merle really at all in the episode, and they didn't really mourn him, but I guess they never really liked Merle to begin with. But what he did, the way he went out, I mean, I wanted them to at least recognize that. They really didn't. I mean, obviously Daryl told them all, and even Carl mentioned it, I think, that he told Rick, you know, the reason why Merle's dead is because you didn't kill the governor when you first met him. And I really wanted more recognition of what Merle did, even though they weren't there and they didn't really know what happened. Because Merle went out awesome. He really did. I was really happy with that last week. So guys, that's really it. That's my discussion of the finale. Overall, I liked a few parts. It was definitely a good episode. It was not a horrible episode by any means. Definitely was not. Did I think it had its problems? Yes, it did. I did not like how I have no clue where the governor is. I did not like how the Woodbury army looked really weak after retreating, after only Maggie and Glenn are firing at them. And I didn't like how Andrea went out. I wanted to see Andrea get bitten. I wanted to see how that worked out. Of course, they wanted to, you know, let the audience see her bitten in the end. They wanted to save it to the end and keep the suspense. The episode was definitely intense. Some people were saying it was boring, and I was like, what? Okay. Definitely not boring. So, yeah, guys, that's really it. Those are the things I didn't like. Like I said, there were a lot of things I did like. I loved how they showed how really sick the governor is, and that he is still alive. I'm glad about that. Tyrese's group has joined the prison. Carl is a man, and he killed that guy, and he's doing it for his group, and he's doing it for all the right reasons, in my opinion. And I'm glad that Carl, and people better start, the group should start recognizing Carl as, a really big help, and that what he did was the right thing, because you never know in this world anymore. And all the other things, like I said, that I mentioned that I liked about the episode, that said, I wanted some more stuff. I wanted things to go to end differently. They didn't, but you know what? There's always season 4. I'm not gonna get mad at the show for that. To give this episode a rating, I'll probably go 8, maybe 7.5. You know, and I'm gonna head at 8. A lot of things did disappoint me, but I still really enjoyed the episode. So, guys, what did you think? Let me know below. I think a lot of people were also mad that the Walking Dead Facebook page was saying 27 people are supposed to die tonight. And if you count Andrea, Milton, and Alan, who the governor kills, and then all the Woodbury army, I think 27 did die, but some people have been counting and saying it wasn't 27. I think the governor had like 30 men, 30 citizens of Woodbury with him in the beginning of the raid, and then it looked like he didn't kill 30. It looked like he killed less. So I don't know about that. But he still killed, still a lot were killed off, even though they weren't main characters, and I'm glad about that. But pretty good episode, guys. Not the best finale. The way it ended, the happy ending, I guess I liked that. Definitely, it poses a lot of questions for season 4. A lot of things have been left unanswered, I guess. Where is the governor? What is going to happen at the prison now? I'm glad that I'm glad the group is still in the prison. I did not want them to leave the prison. I want to see the prison more. I want to see that as a location more. And I am sad that I guess Woodbury is falling, because I always liked that setting of Woodbury. So yeah, I guess I'm a little disappointed that Woodbury's gone and that Woodbury's basically fallen and the governor is no longer, I guess, the head of Woodbury. I mean, it's over. But anyway, guys, overall I enjoyed it. This was a really great season. This is by far my favorite season of The Walking Dead. And what did you guys think of the finale? Let me know in the comments. I'm so sorry for this 22-minute video. I had a lot to talk about. I mean, with a finale like this, I mean, there's a lot to talk about. So I'm sorry, guys, for the length of this video. Thank you for watching. And you know what? If you have problems with my opinions in the comments, go ahead. Let me know what you thought about the episode. But in my opinion, I thought it was pretty good. Not the best, not the worst, not the worst at all, but pretty good. So, yeah, guys, thank you for watching, and the only thing that I am genuinely and really irritated about the end of the finale is that it's over, and we have to wait until October. That is the only thing I'm mad about in the long run. I am really mad that we have to wait until October for more Walking Dead. And I know a lot of people are mad too. And just because you didn't like the finale, don't stop watching the show. If you stop watching the show because you didn't like the finale, that's a little ridiculous. But I will definitely be there October, whatever the October date is. And I'll be there when they release the trailer in July from Comic-Con, from San Diego Comic-Con. And I can't wait for that. So, again, guys, I'm repeating myself now. I'm talking too much. Thank you for watching. Bye.